The Chicago Bulls took a horrible loss to the Detroit Pistons yesterday, and I want to talk about a specific player. If you are a follower of this channel, you know who that player is. That is Nikola Vucevic, the liability, and things will not change until he's gone. And Billy Donovan, things will not change until he gets his stuff together because he still hasn't learned from his past mistakes. Y'all know we gonna talk about it, break it all down, but you gotta hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down on another daily episode. So if you're tuned in, locked in, and ready to talk Bulls basketball, express your frustrations right now where we currently stand with the Chicago Bulls, tune in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Now, I want to just go out there and just say this before Bobby goes on his whole rant about Nikola Vucevic. What I'm about to say is going to be, of course, talking about Nikola Vucevic. But it is not going to be something to ignore that there are other issues with this Chicago Bulls team. There are other issues. And this is expected with a young basketball team at this moment in time, like the Chicago Bulls. But I think things will not turn around. Things will not get better until Nikola Vucevic is gone. I know that I'm talking. It might sound a little crazy. It might come off a little differently because we know that this front office, they value Nikola Vucevic for some strange reason. Hence why he still hasn't been traded. Hence why he still hasn't been bought out. And why this is going to be a part of the Chicago Bulls story until he's gone. Now, Nikola Vucevic, the liability, is what I'm calling him. Nikola Vucevic, a.k.a. Brick Cola Uslovich. Shout out to my people in the chat that came out with that brilliant nickname because we are tired of seeing this from Nikola Vucevic. The last 5 games for Nikola Vucevic, in the last 3 in particular, the flaws have returned to the basketball court, and this is why I'm ticked off. Josh Giddey is out. Nikola Vucevic, you, as the 35-year-old veteran on his team, need to show up. You're the only all-star on this team as it currently stands in 2025. Where are you? And we're going to talk about Billy Donovan coming up here soon. But this is strictly for Nikola Vucevic. And in the words of Auntie Goon, this message is for Nikola Vucevic and Nikola Vucevic only. Get your shit together, bro. Or Billy Donovan, cut the minutes. Because when we were singing praises for him, being realistic, being real about it, because like when we talk about the basketball stuff, we have to be real about this stuff. We can't go out there and say that he's playing terrible when he was actually playing good. But listen to the splits. Last night versus Paul Reed, Nikola Vucevic put up 6 points, 6 rebounds. How? In a matchup versus the San Antonio Spurs, Nikola Vucevic, when you needed to give us at least 20 to 25 points as the all-star and the veteran on the team, 11 points, 8 rebounds. Versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, when we were already feeling the brunt of and coming off a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks, Nikola Vucevic, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Make it make sense. Make it make sense for the people that are listening right now on how you, as the skilled big man offensively, can only give us 9 points, 5 rebounds. And in last night's game, 6 points, 6 rebounds. How? How? And that could be some basketball conversation to where somebody could very well try to defend Nikola Vucevic and say, well, the guys are just not giving him the ball and taking advantage of matchups. I would counter argue when he gets the ball versus the matchup, he throwing out of the matchup instead of taking advantage of the matchup. He is a liability. If you watch the game specifically, you would have seen Nikola Vucevic not do his damn job correctly countless times. Nobody is coming out here to ask Nikola Vucevic to be the next coming of a great defender. Any defender you want to name in there. Nobody is asking him to go out there and be all NBA defensive team. We asking him to do basic basketball shit. Complete liability. Me and my co-host C-Dub, we was ridiculous. And we was talking in hyperbole for any means necessary because Nikola Vucevic has reverted back to acting as if he don't want to be here. He don't want to be here. Cut the minutes. Get his ass on his way. Can we start the buyout negotiations today? Is what I want to know. He will hurt this team as long as you let him. That is a fact. That is a fact. He will hurt this team as long as you allow him to do so. It is not helping this young Chicago Bulls team. You got other players coming out there to help him guard in the paint. And when it's his turn to take care of the man that came and helped him, he won't do it. How many times last night did we see a rebound go past Nikola Vucevic and he just refused to do anything? Hence why you only got 6 rebounds. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable for this team to come out and play like that and not have a sense of urgency with the understanding, bro, we already lost 3 games in a row. Where's the heart? Where's the veteran leadership? We talked about this man potentially providing veteran leadership for the Chicago Bulls, and I still haven't seen it. I still haven't seen it. Not one step of his tenure with the Chicago Bulls. You got mad. Let's go down memory lane. You went out there with Gordon Dragic and called out Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine got on your ass. You start acting crazy and throwing hissy fits on the basketball court. Last year, you didn't get engaged until the second half of the season. Call it how you see it. I don't care what the stats say. What do your eyes tell you? Hence why I only give a few stats today in this episode with giving more of what I'm seeing with these 4 eyes. Y'all see the 4 eyes. Can't run from them, damn it. I need them. Can't run from him. He is a liability. The Bulls need to get younger at their center spot, and they have 2 centers on their team that are much younger, more active, may not be the best offensive players, but guess what? A team that wants to change, this is what I'm going to say. A team that wants to change their identity defensively needs to have everyone bought in, especially the center. Especially the center. Nikola Vucevic is not changing as a defender, and it will not happen for the rest of his basketball career. Just chalk it up to the game. That's just the facts. We've seen good effort to start out the season, but It's already fading. It's already fading for this guy. We only played 11 games. Get him off this team, please. Or cut the minutes. If nobody want to give you a second for him, you don't want to buy him out, cut the minutes. I don't care. Stop showing favoritism to this guy when he cannot help you, when the team is playing their ass off and he comes in at the 8-minute mark and cuts the whole momentum. Nobody is saying that the Chicago Bulls are going to be Eastern Conference champions. Nobody is saying that the Chicago Bulls are going to the finals. But we need to see progression and moving in the right direction. And when you see within a 6-1 start to the season, you see a difference in play from these young guys defensively and offensively. The guy that is hurting the team is Nikola Vucevic, Nikola Vucevic, the liability. And let's talk about Billy Donovan. Let's talk about Billy Donovan now. Let's talk about the head coach. The head coach still hasn't learned what he needs to do. The head coach, how many times we got to sit here and look at different iterations of the team and still get the same dumb assery time and time and time again? How many times we have to sit through that, guys? And I'm passionate because this team can be much better. Not saying that they're going to be a top 3 seed. Not saying they're going to be a top 5 seed. Not saying that they're going to the finals. But they very well could be better. And I'd rather see the young talent go out there and do a bunch of dumb shit instead of watching what we've been seeing on this 4-game losing streak. Billy Donovan, how has you not learned to get your guys involved and ready for the season? For a game? How? We love a little clip that was before the start of the season. You said nobody's going to care. Let's go out there and play hard. I know you're sore right now, but let's continue to play through it. But it don't matter when you have to make in-game adjustments to be better, bro. It don't matter. Billy Donovan yesterday said this, and if you're watching, it's on your screen. We're not talented enough to play desperate. What? I still don't like the fucking quote. Yesterday, we brought it up on the post game. I still don't like the fucking quote. This is the reason why it makes me mad, even madder than last night. You don't need much talent to play hard. What the fuck is we talking about? You don't need a bunch of talent to play hard and come out and start the game well? The fuck you mean? Like what? What? Everybody know. Anybody that is a Chicago Bulls fan or an NBA fan, you understand the Chicago Bulls got some ways to go, which is facts. We have some ways to go. We do. But you don't need the greatest talent in the world to play hard. So what are we talking about? And it even got crazier when you got players like Kevin Huerter, who did an interview or in a response to a question via the Chicago Sun-Times and said this. Read it. It's on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about it before the game. This happened all the time in the NBA. Guys are out, teams relax. They're guys that don't get consistent minutes, are chomping at the bit to get in. They came out at the jump, kicked us in the teeth, and we didn't really respond until the fourth. Lackadaisical all night. And lackadaisical all night is exactly what you guys were. Exactly what you guys were. I respect the honesty, but I don't want to hear that shit. Respectfully. I don't want to hear it. And then that's when Billy Donovan approaches center stage once again. If you got motherfuckers in the game that don't want to play with no energy, put them out. Put them out. Fuck the feelings, bro. Fuck the feelings. Put them out. I seen Billy Donovan bench an all-star player that is better than Nikola Vucevic and Zach LaVine. I keep saying it. I'm going to say it again. I seen it. Why the fuck you put Vooch back in that game and you seen them young boys go out there and play their hearts out to bring that game within 1 point to try to win the game? Goes back to the first damn topic. The liability inserted the game. No energy, no effort, killing the momentum and hurting the team. What happened when he got out there? What happened? Turnovers, bad mistakes, easy baskets at the rim, no effort from the center that needs to help set the tone. He ain't that guy. He ain't that guy. And then it goes back into and lands at the feet of the head coach because the head coach needs to stop putting his ass in the game when he's not engaged, not trying to be involved, not on offensively. You benched, literally, within the last 3 games in the fourth quarter. Montes Buzelis, in one of the games that we just played in, played for 57 seconds. This is your first round pick that's in his early 20s. Second year of his career. But because this mofo is a vet in the game, you still gonna chuck his lackadaisical effort ass out there? To hell with Billy Donovan. And I see what my man Steely E, why he keeps standing on the same hill, saying F Billy Donovan. I see it. And I'm not gonna be one of them guys that gonna come out there and not acknowledge when someone is playing well. But guess what's gonna happen when this follows everything we say that's good about Vucevic? He still gotta go. That's gonna be the follow-up statement. Still gotta go. Hey, shout out to you for dropping 25. You still gotta go. Still gotta go. This is unacceptable. Now, Sunday night, the Chicago Bulls got a game, right? So they played yesterday, which is Wednesday. You don't play until Sunday. You don't play until Sunday. I expect nothing less than 20 points. And if he don't give us the 20 points and show better effort, I'm treating him. Again, it's going to be a recurrent thing. I don't give a damn. We need to be better. Versus the Jazz, too. Maybe that's the game Nikola Vucevic actually show up to. Maybe. We'll see. It's frustrating, bro. It's frustrating. Bro is a huge liability for the Chicago Bulls. He don't do nothing but hurt the team. Every single time, and it's been going on for years. He don't have it going offensively, count him out. Put him out. Put him out. That's it, man. That's it. That's it, y'all. That is it. This head coach, buffoon. This center, liability. And Billy Donovan had these guys playing hard. But when you start games going off and you not playing well, and your team fight their ass off to bring this game to 1 point, you have to allow the guys that are in there bringing the comeback on to come back to try to complete the fucking deal. To complete the deal. These are young players. They not tired. And if they is tired, they'll let you know. And if they is tired and they not letting you know, keep them in the game. But hey, that is it for me today, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. Before you get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well, man. That is it, y'all. Try to see red today. Try, because it's getting real blurry around this month. It's getting real dark. The red turning into black because we finna go to sleep on this shit. It's killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Peace out, y'all. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, man. Thank you.
Cognac. Gang.